Multi-asset ETFs are by far the most popular investment. And if you look at the top ETFs by assets under management, they are all multi-asset ETFs. The number one in the world, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This is BlackRock's S&P 500 ETF, and we have State Street's S&P 500 ETF, and then even after that, we have Total Stock Market ETF. And the reason they're so popular is the top investors in the world cannot beat these ETFs when it comes to returns. And in fact, a significant majority of actively managed multi-cap funds fail to outperform the S&P 500 index, especially over longer time horizons. Sure, maybe you can beat it after 1 year, and about a third of these investment bankers do, but when you start zooming out, you can see 8% are beating it on a 20-year time frame. Or another way of putting it, 92% of these active funds underperform the S&P 500. But what if I were to tell you this idea is now coming to crypto? And we're no longer calling them ETFs, we're now calling them DTFs. Don't get any funny ideas. Now, DTFs is going to stand for Decentralized Token Folios. DTFs, like ETFs, but now for crypto. So ETFs have companies like BlackRock and Vanguard. DTFs now have Reserve. And Reserve is launching basically ETFs, but for crypto. And this is a new product, but the thing is starting to take off. You can see they've already spent millions in audit spending, and assets under Reserve are now ballooning into the hundreds of millions. And Reserve is working with some of the top names. They're working with CoinDesk, they're working with Bloomberg, they're working with Market Vector. And if you want to access these DTFs, you could go straight through Coinbase. And now you could trade these DTFs on Coinbase's DEX. Let's look a little bit more at the product. If you go to Reserve, app.reserve.org, we're looking at this, and you scroll down, my favorite product, the product that I think can compete with the S&P 500 is going to be CoinMarketCap 20 Index DTF. And they have a good page right here just explaining why they think it's going to win. With 21 million tokens, 21 million different crypto launches, and 50,000 new tokens launching every single day, crypto needs a clear investable benchmark, and CMC 20 filters out the noise to the 20 largest, most liquid cryptocurrencies. In fact, they're even calling it crypto's S&P 500, the market's core benchmark. Now, unlike the stock market, this is going to be 24/7 minting and redemption, fully on-chain, fully permissionless. And this is tradable. You can actually trade it on PancakeSwap right now as we speak. Let's break down this CoinMarketCap 20 index. You see it right here. Bitcoin, ETH, BNB XRP, Solana Tron, Dogecoin Cardano, Hyperliquid, Zcash, really boosting the whole index by itself there. Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, XLM or Stellar, Litecoin, Avalanche, Sui, HBAR, Shiba Inu, Toncoin, and Kronos. So as long as you have Coinbase or even Kraken, BitGet, OKX, Metaswap, Uniswap, you're able to get exposure to this Reserve CMC 20. Now they have other DTFs as well. They have the Large Cap Index, Open Stablecoin Index, the Clanker Index, Alpha Base Index. So if you want to bet big on DeFi or real world assets or AI or maybe even memes, they're going to have the DTF for you. And all of these are going to have one token, multiple assets, and all auditable on the blockchain, which is the really, really important part. So if you want to get a diversified portfolio, all with one on-chain token, go check out Reserve's DTFs. And lastly, I want to thank Reserve for sponsoring this content. I'm DZ4, Discover Crypto, and maybe I'll see you with your S&P 500 or crypto at the top.